So number one is knowing your desired outcomes, right? So I believe that having a clear direction or a clear idea of where you want to go is the best way to get you to that end goal, right? You need to know what is that outcome. A lot of times people start to drift without any idea of that outcome. And they look at the short-term steps as opposed to where they want to be. And so this is one document that I created, and it's actually a template that I can send over to you all at the end of this. And it outlines for myself, for my life, actually some of the outcomes that I'd love to see or I aspire to have, and I know I will be able to achieve based around the different areas of my life, right? These include family, finance, friends, etc. And I read this actually every morning as part of my morning routine because it's a way to help prime myself to believe it more and more, right? A lot of times when we try to do this exercise, or I talk to a lot of my mentees, they try to do this exercise and they immediately have this limiting belief that I can't, I don't, this is way too far-fetched, right? But when you're doing this exercise, really try to, give yourself a clean slate and imagine that this is, the true reality that you want, right? The dream that you have, and how can we make that into reality? So, blue sky this exercise. When it comes to product, it's not too different, right? Obviously, we see a lot of companies, do this where we there's a vision statement or people have a mission statement. That is an essential, part of building a great company and a great product. And when we look at, what you see here, this is actually something that I created when I was at Disney, which shows every single area of the company and how, the area that I was in aligned to that specific mission or vision, right? So you can see at the very top, there is the Walt Disney Company and their, identified mission statement. Within that, there's the Disney Parks and Resorts or Disney Parks Experiences and Products mission statement. And I think when you're in a company, right, it's very, very important to make sure you know all of these things, because that way you are aligned with the objectives and with the overall strategy and making decisions that make sense according to that actual direction. So when I was at Disney, I worked within the search and conversation space. And, basically what that means is that, on our experiences, we have, our websites and our apps. And search is such a critical part of that, right? I mean, if you're going to the parks, you're basically going and you're trying to enjoy a happy time with your family. But you need to find things, right? And so, the way we were broken up at Disney was by feature set. So as a manager of product, I established this vision for my team, right? When it came time to coming out with the actual, roadmap, I really had to think through what's our purpose or what's our outcome, right? And so in this case, it's perfectly match families and fans around the world to enjoyable Disney experiences and destinations, right? And I ultimately broke that down even further into every single one of the products that I had in my portfolio. So I had, search, I had messaging, and I had natural language experiences. And this is an exercise that I think more product managers should do, is really taking the time to figure out what is the vision, where do you want this product to go? What is the outcome, right? Find out what that outcome is and make sure everyone knows it,